Hello, welcome to my channel. It's Brooke-Sidney here, your favorite mindset and manifestation coach. Today we're talking all about the mental diet so you can think all the great things and manifest exactly what you want. But before we get into it, I just want to remind you that there are 2 ways to work with me. That information is listed below, as well as 2 communities of like-minded individuals who are on this amazing manifestation journey. So today I wanted to get into the topic of mental diets. I don't think I've done yet a formal video about mental diet, so I wanted to make sure that we all had a reference point of where to start, how to improve our mental diets, and some things to look out for on this manifestation journey. So, mental diet is a coin termed once again by Neville Goddard in the Law of Assumption community, and what it simply means is paying attention, being aware, right? The power of awareness, being aware of the thoughts that you are thinking, right? Being aware of the thoughts that you're thinking, and then using your mental diet, right? Being aware of them to create thoughts that put you and keep you in the state of the wish fulfilled, whatever that is. So to me, the mental diet is kind of a subset of your state and your self-concept, but it is very, very important. You want to pay attention to it. I'm going to also tag the power of awareness, because to me, having a good mental diet really involves us staying present, being aware, paying attention to the thoughts that we are thinking. Now, of course, when we're asleep and our subconscious is going and we don't always pay attention to what we are thinking about. But in order for us to become conscious creators and better manifestors, we have to start thinking about what we're thinking about. We have to examine what our kingdom within, our law of imagination, our 4th dimension, our creation point, our minds, our thoughts is actually thinking about. That is one of the key components of being a powerful, masterful manifester. It just really is. The other thing that I think paying attention to our mental diet involves is obviously noting the thoughts that are not in alignment with the thing that we want to manifest, that are not in alignment with the state of consciousness that we want to be in, and ultimately being in the wish fulfilled. So if you're sitting around saying that you want to have a new love or manifest your SP, but yet your thoughts are all around the idea that you don't have them, they haven't called you, you are not communicating well, the last fight you had, that is not a good mental diet for manifesting that state fulfilled of being with the SP. That's just one example. The next thing that I want to tell you about the mental diet that I have found very helpful, and these are the parts now where I think how we can improve our mental diet. So after you've gotten the awareness down, you know the thoughts that you want to think, and those thoughts are aligned to what you want to have and to be in the wish fulfilled. You're paying also attention, number 2, to the thoughts that are not aligned, right? Those are 2 key components. And then the third thing, which gets into like how to fix it, is I love using some sort of like mental break, mental alert, like ring the alarm type of thing about cancel, clear, deleting, because I look at all of this as programming, any thoughts that are coming up that are not aligned to the state of wish fulfilled, that don't put me there. Because by doing cancel, clear, delete, or yesterday I even talked about rebuking the thoughts, I'll tag that video, you bring your conscious awareness and your presence in that moment to the thought that you were thinking. And that's very helpful, because I've talked about it before, how you can then create a new thought or flip the thought, like flip it and reverse it. You can flip that thought and affirm differently. But I'm going to tell you what I feel like is the most powerful aspect of monitoring your mental diet, meaning the thoughts that you're thinking, is number 4 on my list is digging deeper, using that same power of awareness to actually ask yourself why you are thinking that thought. You want to go beneath that initial thought. You want to start examining these natural thoughts that are occurring because they are your natural state of being. They are your natural assumptions. And honestly, they're giving you a clue to your states. I'm getting lots of questions about people that are talking about, even yesterday, persisting and doing affirmations and feeling like they have the particular person or have the particular set of income or money or job or whatever it is, but it's not here yet. There's never any mistakes. I wish there was. I wish sometimes that there would be a fluke. There's never any mistakes. Usually when we think that our thoughts are in line with our wish fulfilled, our mental diet is good, and when we think that we have improved our self-concept, there's usually some lurking state of consciousness that is not in alignment, meaning some thoughts, some beliefs, and some attitudes. So a belief is simply thoughts that we have been thinking for a very long time, and they group together to create a state, like a state of consciousness. So if you're sitting around saying to yourself, I am wealthy, I am abundant, but you have a state of consciousness where you are poor, you always feel poor. You could be in a great, abundant vacation with a friend, but you are still carrying around the poverty state with you. You could have a state of feeling that you're never loved, and you could even be in an amazing relationship presently, but that state is going to override ultimately these good thoughts that you are affirming in the moment because you haven't dug deeper to figure out what is truly going on. What are you truly thinking? What are you truly believing? What's truly driving you? How you are operating from that state is what influences those actions and what influences those thoughts and beliefs, and ultimately whether you can keep or bring in the manifestation that you're desiring. That's why I always say that affirmations are great. You should definitely do them, but they're usually, for me and what I've seen from my clients, especially when we're manifesting things that are a little bit of a stretch, we have to get below the surface of just saying affirmations and start digging into our thoughts, our states of consciousness, our deep-seated beliefs, and our self-concept. It's really making sure that all of those things are aligned, that we are working to change every single one of them. The other thing that I want to point out, and this is kind of a bonus point on number 5, is that your mental diet work is essentially cleaning up your thoughts and your beliefs, and I would like to say your states as well. So it's more than just thinking the thoughts that you want to think or thinking the thoughts that you are in the wish fulfilled. And that's why those affirmation tracks and the subliminals, be careful with those. You don't know who did them unless you trust the source. That's why they don't work like magic, because we still have other intrinsic states that may be influencing other states and therefore our mental diet. So mental diet, as a lot of people talk about it in the manifestation community, they keep it at the level of affirmations. But I'm going to say that the mental diet is so intrinsically linked with our states that we get the most benefit out of examining our mental diet when we also start to look at our states as well. And that's when we're able to manifest quickly, when we discover some sort of underlying attitude or belief that's really holding us back, that was in kind of conflict or competition to these affirmations about what we truly want. So I know that's meaty. That's usually what I work on with my one-on-one clients, because sometimes we need that outside person to listen to us, because we've been listening to us so long that it's harder for us to be aware of it. So make sure that if you're struggling with any of these long-term manifestation projects, that you book a manifestation session, and that information is listed below. So that's the skinny on the manifestation diet. I hope it's been helpful for you. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn that bell on, because I release videos daily. See you tomorrow.